Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I wanted to do a quick video for you guys because I was actually just working on a project and I figured this is a great topic that comes up, and I don't know that there's even a great answer or solution to this problem, but I've seen a couple ideas over time and a couple solutions. I've tried my own, and well, we'll just kind of dive into it. The fact is, you know, when's the last time you had a tube of silicone or glue or caulk and you only use a small portion of it, but you spent all that money on that, why let it go to waste? And if you leave it open like this, right, there's an opening in the end, you could see, right, the sealant down inside. Air's going to get inside there, it's going to dry it out, and it's going to dry it all the way down into the physical tube, right? And it hardens and it becomes very difficult. And a lot of times you cannot save the rest of the tube just for the mere fact that you let oxygen or air get inside there to dry out the solution. So that's a problem for most of us, right? And so I've seen a lot of things, right? I'm sure you guys may have seen this. This is it's called the Caulk Saver, and you can use it for traditionally this is more used for caulking guns, right? Because those are big tubes, and you don't want to waste all of that material or caulking that's inside there. So you put this inside there, and I'll be honest, I actually haven't tried this yet. I bought it to try it out. I haven't tried it yet. I imagine it probably works pretty decently, but I have tried the old school stick a nail inside there. This also somewhat works as well, but the downside to this one is I've had several come out that were rusty, and they left rust physically inside of the tube. So as you're squeezing out that material, it's actually contaminating the surface that you're putting it on. So not good. But it did, in my case, for most of them, do a pretty good job. I think the first little bit of caulking will come out relatively hard, but after that, right, everything out comes out soft. So that's okay to lose a little bit of dry material towards the top, but everything below it to still be fresh. So this is an option for some. You can always put the cap on, but the cap in some cases, and I'll show you this one. Let's zoom in nice and tight. But the cap can also crack, right? If you try to put a little bit of leverage on that, tighten it down nice and tight, in many cases, and especially over time, these crack. And guess what? It lets air in. And even if you tighten it down well, it doesn't crack, it still lets air in. So I've also tried a trash bag, right? You can take part of a trash bag and stick it inside, like unscrew the top, stick that piece of plastic inside there, either from like here's a Walmart bag. You can put that in there, squeeze it in and rip it off. I find that so far hasn't worked more than just a short period of time because it just doesn't seal nice and tight in there, or it rips as you're tightening it in there. So that's a challenge. I'm trying out this one, right? The Ziploc baggie. I may even double Ziploc baggie. I mean, for peace of mind, knowing that I don't waste this whole thing, right? You can see I barely used this the other day. I don't want to waste the whole thing. So try a Ziploc baggie. So far, feels like a pretty good solution. I like that one. I also wanted to talk, well, I'll show you another solution here, and that is if you find some silicone fittings, those also work pretty well too. And what I like to do is I'll squeeze out an extra bit of material, right? Probably come out almost to the farthest tip, and I'll take this and I'll push it down, and that allows a seal to run all around. You can see here real close, guys. I think I've cleaned most of it off, but it allows you to seal it nice and tight. And actually, let's just take a quick check and see if this one's still holding good. This one may have. See, in the case of this one, you let it sit too long, air will get inside there and wreak havoc. So you ultimately just have to take this end off, stick a nail down through the ore pick, and push out. Let's see if it went, how deep it went actually. It's gone all the way down. Nope, that is still wet. So that's the good news. I could stick this nail in the end right through that hole and push out all that material. So this is still doing its job. So not the best solution, right? I'd love for it to stay wet all the way through the tube, but no luck. The other thing, and I'll show you, actually, here's another one I did. This one has the material coming out the bottom. Let's give it a quick test. Let's see how far that pulls. Oh, that's actually pretty good news. This one has only managed to go down about a half an inch, not quite. So we'll see if we can squeeze up some material. Nope. It is what it is. I'll adjust this one later. Another thing I like and that I've jumped on, and you guys this may be new to you, is these holders. And it's basically a 2-for-1, guys. I love that these toothpaste rolls / holders double as gasket maker / glue holders as well. Right? You stick it in the bottom here, put it in the little keyway, and then you take it and you twist it, and you squeeze this as you twist it, and that makes sure that you squish all of the gasket or glue towards the top, and you don't get it stuck in the bottom, or you don't have to do one of these little jobs where you roll it. Just between you and me, if you do this enough times with one of these, it actually crinkles and then it starts to spew out the side, and it's not pretty. So don't love that method, but this method works great. And why have it laying around flat everywhere? You could literally stand it up, right, and organize it somewhere. So if you haven't done the toothpaste holders / roll-ups, what do you want to call these? They are exceptional. They work great. So definitely give those a try. Give them a look. But I'm open to your guys' thoughts and maybe what you guys have tried as well. Do you do the Ziploc baggie? Do you use a cork of sorts? Do you squeeze the material out and put a cap on the tip of it? What is your method that works best? Please throw your comments in there. I'd like to try it out. Maybe do a little side-by-side. And maybe if you got another video of one that you've seen, show that as well. But yeah, give these ones a shot, guys. And I'll chime back in maybe a little later and see after a little bit of testing which one I like the most. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Please give a like. Please subscribe. We'll keep these videos coming towards you. All right.